Picture two people living in the same city. Same rent. Same cost of living. Same opportunities. One earns $90,000 a year and constantly feels broke. The other earns $50,000 and has 2 years of expenses saved. Invests every month, and sleeps peacefully at night. The difference is not income. It is not luck. It is not intelligence. It is a set of invisible rules about money that most people never learn. And once you understand these rules, your financial life stops feeling random and starts becoming predictable. Today, I am going to show you the minimalist money rules that quietly separate people who always have money from those who never do. These are not about cutting everything. They are about understanding how money actually behaves. Because once you see it clearly, you cannot unsee it. Most people think the cost of something is the price they pay. That is the first mistake. Everything you own costs money twice. The first cost is obvious. The number on the receipt. The second cost is invisible. And it is often much larger. It is the cost of space. The cost of maintenance. The cost of attention. And the cost of missed opportunity. That expensive chair is not just a chair. It is space in your home that you pay for every single month. That gadget you rarely use is not just sitting there. It is quietly demanding your attention every time you see it. And that money you spent. It is no longer working for you. It is no longer compounding. It is no longer building your future. Minimalists understand this at a deep level. They do not avoid buying things because they hate spending. They avoid buying things because they understand the full cost. And that changes everything. The first rule is calculate cost per use. Before you buy anything, ask one simple question. How many times will I actually use this? Then divide the price by that number. This is the real cost. A $300 item used 3 times costs $100 per use. A $300 item used 300 times costs $1 per use. Same price. Completely different value. This rule destroys impulse purchases instantly. Because most things we want feel exciting in the moment but have almost no long-term use. And once you see that clearly, the decision becomes obvious. Minimalists do not ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Is this worth it per use?" The second rule is apply the replacement test. Walk through your home and look at everything you own. Now ask yourself this. If this disappeared today, would I buy it again? Be honest. Not emotionally. Not out of guilt. But truthfully. Most people would say no to at least half of what they own. And that is where the problem starts. Because you are maintaining, cleaning, storing, and thinking about things you do not even want. That is mental clutter. That is financial drag. Minimalists remove anything that fails this test. And what they gain is not just space. It is clarity. The third rule is never upgrade out of boredom. There is a silent pattern that keeps people broke. It is not overspending. It is upgrading. Your phone works perfectly. But a new one comes out. Your car runs fine. But someone else buys a better one. Your life is stable. But you feel bored. So you upgrade. And it feels like progress. But it is not progress. It is wealth destruction. Minimalists follow a strict rule. If it still works, it stays. Not until it is old. Not until it is outdated. But until it truly fails. Because boredom is not a valid reason to spend money. The fourth rule is design your environment, not your willpower. Most people rely on discipline to manage money. That is why they fail. Discipline fades. Systems do not. If spending is easy, you will spend. If saving is automatic, you will save. Minimalists do not fight their impulses. They redesign their environment. They remove saved cards from websites. They delete shopping apps. They create a delay before every purchase. And at the same time, they automate saving. They automate investing. So the right decision happens without effort. This is not about being stronger. It is about being smarter. The fifth rule is define enough before you earn more. Here is the trap that almost nobody escapes. As income increases, lifestyle increases faster. You earn more. So you spend more. And suddenly, nothing has changed. You still feel stuck. Minimalists avoid this by defining enough early. They decide what kind of life is sufficient. What kind of home is enough? What kind of lifestyle is enough? And once they reach it, they stop upgrading. So every extra dollar becomes freedom instead of consumption. This is how someone earning less can become financially secure faster than someone earning more. The sixth rule is understand the lifestyle multiplier effect. Every purchase leads to more purchases. This is the trap nobody talks about. You buy one thing, and it quietly creates 5 more expenses. A car needs insurance, fuel, maintenance, parking. A hobby needs tools, accessories, upgrades. A bigger home needs more furniture, more decoration, more maintenance. Nothing exists in isolation. Everything creates a chain. Minimalists see the entire chain before they buy. And often, that is enough to stop them. The seventh rule is measure wealth by freedom. Most people measure wealth by what they own. Minimalists measure it by what they can choose. Can you leave your job if you need to? Can you take time off? Can you handle emergencies without stress? That is real wealth. Not the car. Not the clothes. Not the visible lifestyle. Because the person who spends everything has no freedom. And the person who saves consistently has options. Every purchase you make is a trade. You are exchanging freedom for something physical. Sometimes it is worth it. Most of the time, it is not. The eighth rule is delay every non-essential purchase. We live in a world designed to make you act instantly. One click. One tap. One decision. Minimalists slow everything down. They wait 24 hours. Sometimes 30 days. And something interesting happens. Most desires disappear. Because you did not want the thing. You wanted the feeling. And feelings pass. Money does not come back as easily. The ninth rule is own less to think clearer. Every item you own takes up space. Not just physical space. Mental space. The more you own, the more decisions you make. The more you manage. The more you maintain. This drains energy silently. Minimalists reduce their possessions not to be extreme, but to protect their attention. Because attention is the real currency of life. And when you protect it, everything improves. The 10th rule is build a system, not a goal. Most people chase goals. Save this amount. Earn this number. Reach this milestone. But goals are temporary. Systems are permanent. Minimalists focus on systems. Save a percentage automatically. Spend intentionally. Review regularly. And over time, the results become inevitable. The truth about money is simple. It is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you keep, how you think, and how you design your life. You can live like the person who earns more but feels trapped. Or you can live like the person who earns less but feels free. Both paths are available. The difference is not outside of you. It is in the rules you choose to follow. Because in the end, financial stability is not built through big moments. It is built through small decisions. Repeated. Quietly. Over time. Until one day, you realize something has changed. You are no longer worried. You are no longer reacting. You are in control.